Okay, let's spend some time talking about security in Microsoft 365. Now, we'll start with, in this video, we'll start by looking at Microsoft 365 security scores. So let's start by opening up their security center. So here under admin, we're going to do a show all, and we're going to find our security admin center. That pops up eventually. Here we go. Welcome to Microsoft Defender. Now, I want to specifically in this video, and we're going to spend a few videos looking at things here, but at the moment, I want to specifically look at this idea of the security score. And if you scroll down here, you're going to find this 102 out of 272 points achieved, a security score of 37.5%. All right, I want to click on Improve My Score, and this is going to open up the whole thing. Now, Overview tab first. This shows us our security score and how it has changed over time. And then as we look at it, as I scroll along here, it's showing me the date, the score for that particular day, and you're going to notice some things have caused it to drop, some things have caused it to raise. So here is our breakdown by category, and I can choose to look at this by category or by status. So identity, I have a score of 81.97, data, a score of 0, apps, a score of 25.74. This shows me my points achieved and my opportunity to improve my points. So here, actions to review, I've got a bunch of actions that I can review, and for each action, it's going to show me the score impact and then the status of it, and then what category it fits in. We're going to come back to this a little bit later. Here's my overview: regressed, to address, 44 things to address, 0 planned, 0 risk accepted, 0 recently added, 0 updated. Scroll down a little bit farther. This is going to give me a comparison. So this is my score to organizations of a similar size. And then down here is going to be the history. And remember, up here we showed that the score changed from time to time. Down here in my history, it's going to show me what day and what the impact was. So May 18th, I had 3 points regressed from ensure users installing Outlook add-ons is not allowed. Here, the day before, I gained 3 points by completing. Okay, you get the idea. All right, so that's our overview. I can also access my history here, which is going to show me my score and then more of the historical events and then metrics and trends. Here's my recommended actions, and this is what you're going to spend some time in. So these are going to be all kinds of actions that Microsoft recommends for your organization. So you're going to see there should be 44 of them here that are to address, and then I've got a bunch of them that have been already completed. Now, if I want to look at one of these a little bit more, so enable personalization domain protection, it's going to give me a plus 2.94% score, and it's currently marked as to address. So I'm going to click that, and that's going to open up, and it's going to show me a description. This is what it's about. The implementation status. Here is what's required for implementation. And so the prerequisites is a big one here. So you're going to see this thing is X'd out. This requires Microsoft Defender for Office 365 P1 is needed. I don't have that, so I can't implement this. But this would be the next steps. And then if I could implement it, I would come here. Actually, let me go to history real quick. This is going to show the history and point changes over time. And then I can manage. And if I had the ability to actually do this, this is going to take me to the point where I could start trying to implement that policy. So very cool in that it lets us go directly to the place that we need to in order to implement the policy. So let me come back to our implementation. It shows us that I actually can't implement it because I don't have the right policies. So as I review all these recommendations, I can choose what to do with them. And so that's what this is here, edit status and action plan. So I can't mark it as completed. It's automatically going to do that. But I can do this as planned, risk accepted, resolved through a third party, or resolved through alternate mitigation, and then I can write a note on it. So I can say risk accepted, and then I'm going to mark a note here. At this point, it is cost prohibitive to update to the required subscription level. And then save and close. Okay, so now I've updated my action plan icon changes to risk accepted. Let me go ahead and close out of here now. And now we're going to see that we should have, let me go back to my overview. So in my actions to review, I now have 43 to address. One of them I have risk accepted. I click on that. It's going to bring me to my list. And then I can scroll down until I find ones. I don't know, it just took me to my ones that are currently, there we go. I can't think of the word that I want. That are currently to address, or right here, my one that is risk accepted. Okay, so using this then, I can view my security, get an idea of how my security compares to other people if I actually care that much. But more importantly, I can look at my security settings. I can look at what's recommended. I can look at how my security has gotten better or worse over time. And it gives me a place to start trying to implement some changes to improve my overall security.